MBS Radio.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. We're gonna do open conversation today. Hope it goes a little better than yesterday, but that's the nature of the talk show business, right? Hey, like I said, open conversation. To give me a call to join in on the conversation, it's WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line 724-438. 4593. Both lines are currently open. What's on Your Mind is brought to you by K2 Engineering, Tireman's Auto Garage, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Hicks and Baugh's Drug Store, Bright Stripes Seal Coating and Line Striping, and Gary's Auto Sales. Okay, a couple things. On my list, I don't have too many here today, but we'll probably add as we go along. Ukraine has agreed to the peace deal. So seems like we're a step closer to peace in the Ukraine. Russia, on the other hand, has said that, any kind of tweaking or twisting any of the agreed upon points, and we're backing out. So we'll see, right? But right now, it appears we might be a little closer. Another Second Amendment right is battle is getting into the batter's box right now. Hawaii has passed legislation that hinders the ability of holders of concealed carry permits to actually carry a pistol. A new law makes it illegal to conceal carry at gas stations, at restaurants, and grocery stores. And unless there is unambiguous written or verbal authorization or a clear and conspicuous signage that grants permission, so-called violators are susceptible to arrest and charged with a misdemeanor. So, opponents of the law are heading to court saying it's illegal. This goes against the 2022 Supreme Court ruling in New York State Rifle and Pistol Association v. Bruin, where it was found that New York State law that made it illegal to, basically carry a rifle or a pistol from your home to a practice range was illegal. So the Supreme Court said, no, you can't do that. So it looks like we're heading to another Supreme Court fight on that. Let me see. All righty. So AAA estimates there's going to be almost 82 million Americans that travel this Thanksgiving season, starting today through next Tuesday. They estimate about 73 million Americans will be driving to a Thanksgiving location, and about anywhere from 6 to 9 million air travelers. The TSA estimates that they will, between now and Tuesday, scan 18 million passengers. Of course, that's, coming, that one passenger coming and going with maybe, who knows, a stop off in between. Just today alone, there are 52,000 flights had been scheduled. Wow. The air travelage is about a 2% increase over last year, by the way. So on the same note, though, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, he's urging flyers to stop wearing pajamas at the airport and on airplanes. What do you think? I agree with him. You know what? Same thing. It goes for Walmart too. Have a little dignity is my feeling. What's so hard about you can still wear comfortable clothing without looking like, I don't know, you just rolled out of bed. My opinion. So what's your thoughts on that? There used to be a time, back in the 50s, even into the 60s and probably the 70s even, riding an airplane was kind of an event. You did get dressed up for it, didn't you? Okay, so maybe it's me and I'm getting old and crotchety, but that's my take on it. So let me hear from you as well. At the White House earlier today, President Trump pardoned Waddle and Gobble, two turkeys. He pardoned them. Apparently at the same time, he unpardoned last year's turkeys, Peach and Blossom, because then President Biden used the auto pen. So President Trump unpardoned them and then issued a new pardon for Peach and Blossom for last year. When I heard that, I had the biggest laugh. I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, I know it was petty. But petty can be funny as all get out. So I enjoyed that. So that's the major things on my list for today. So we can always, there's always the regular staples here that we can chat about. Steelers, Penguins, Pirates. Of course, Pirates off season. Reports are that they're considering spending money this year in anticipation of next year. So, there's that. Again, Steelers, we don't know whether Aaron Rodgers is going to play Sunday against Buffalo yet. So does it really matter at this point in time? Excuse me. Coming up to Thanksgiving here, are you traveling? Are you going to be one of the almost 82 million folks that are traveling for the Thanksgiving holiday season? Or are you staying in and people are coming to you? So, here's a good question. What's considered traveling? I don't know that answer. If to consider traveling for things, do you have to drive, 50 miles? Is that considered your traveling? I kind of doubt that, going again across town really counts. A couple, I don't think that really counts. Do you? But regardless, are you staying home and others are coming to you? So, and I want to hear as well, what is your secret to a fantastic turkey? What do you do to your turkey that when you put it on the table and people start eating it and they just rave over your turkey on how great it is? What's your secret? Do you cook it upside down, deep fry it? Do you take the bones out of the turkey first to cook it? What's your secret? What's your secret? And then, of course, pumpkin pie, apple pie seem to be the biggie desserts, but I know there's others. So what do you what is your dessert for Thanksgiving to finish off that perfect meal? What's your dessert that you then serve? Pecan pie has been mentioned. I'm not sure I've ever had a pecan pie. And is pecan pie a Southern dish? I don't know. One thing that is kind of a Southern dish, which I do make, transparent pie. Yeah, it pretty much is. Well, it's not like glass transparent, but it's pretty much just egg white and sugar, and it's good. So anyway, that's some other questions for today's show. 724-438-4593. We can also throw in there, you might have heard this yesterday. This made the news towards the end of yesterday's show. A judge has thrown out the cases against New York Attorney General Letitia James and former FBI Director James Comey, saying the prosecuting attorney on this, the U.S. attorney, was illegally appointed to that role, and so therefore the indictments were illegal. So he threw them out. Although the Department of Justice can refile. So we'll see. And it's going to be a little more problematic for James Comey because, well, at this point in time, it is now past the statute of limitations on that. So, but Letitia James certainly can still be prosecuted, re-indicted for allegations of mortgage fraud. Senator Adam Schiff from California, by the way, is under, I don't know if it's the exact, but basically the same thing, also mortgage fraud. So, but that one still carries. 724-438-4593. Let's get our first call of the afternoon. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hey, Skipper, how you doing today, bud?
Good, Skipper, yourself?
I'm good. I'm just thinking, thank God this rain isn't snow, or else we'd be having problems, everybody traveling.
Well, it's my understanding that we may very well be in the sights of a winter storm Thursday. But
I have not heard.
I think that's farther north, though. So down here in Uniontown, Morgantown, we might be okay. But yeah, there is a.
And that's Thanksgiving Day, right? You're saying?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Well, that's going to be bad for a lot of travelers.
Well, hopefully, come Thursday, everybody's at their destination.
Yeah, that's right.
Again. So here, I asked the question.
What about Friday? What about Friday or Saturday?
I don't know. But here's my question.
Go ahead.
What I asked this earlier. What constitutes traveling for Thanksgiving? Is it going just across town to a family member's house or a friend's house, or do you have to drive a certain set of miles, 20, 30, 50 miles, before that's considered traveling?
Well, I think you got to travel a little ways, even if if you're going to your parents' house. If you're living 100 miles away, that's traveling. You know, if they're just across town, that's not traveling, unless there's snow on the road or ice.
Okay.
Then you might want to think about it. But hey, I was going to talk to you about your turkey cooking thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm like I'm not quite a semi-professional smoker because I smoke a lot of stuff. I got like 3 smokers. Mm-hmm. So I've been looking online about what in all my forums, my smoking forums, what is the best thing to do to a turkey, and the best thing they do to make them flavorful. Like some of the people brine them. Okay, right. They're supposed to already be brined, but they'll brine them in all kind of acids like orange juice and different things and spices. Mm-hmm. But the number one thing was injecting them with melted butter with different herbs in it.
Okay.
So it's like a big syringe needle looking thing. I don't know if you know what that is.
Sure,
and you stick it all through the breast and you blow it up. You melt your butter. You put it in your garlic, some thyme or whatever you want to put in it. and salt, and then you inject all that breast and all the leg meat. And they said that is the best way to do it.
And
Now,
do you? I mean, so you mentioned smoking at the top of this
Yeah.
conversation. So are you saying brine it and then smoke it, or is it just
Yeah.
brine, period, no matter which way you cook it?
no matter which way. And then the other thing you do is called spatchcock. Do you know what that is?
Isn't that the one where you're basically removing the bone?
Yeah, you take the backbone and you take a pair of scissors and you cut the backbone out, and then you put it back on its back, and then you take your hand and you crush it flat, and it lays flat.
Mm-hmm.
It's one half of the cooking time.
That's what I hear. Yeah, it's like maybe an hour and a half.
So I would bet probably 99% of people listen, they just take it out, wash it off, put it in the pan, throw it in the oven, wait for the little thing to pop up on the breast.
Yeah, you know what? I would, Skipper, I would have no clue as to how to even begin removing the breastbone.
Well, it's really it's not the breastbone, it's the backbone.
Okay, either backbone, too. Have no clue
Yeah,
how to
just
start.
Google it. And you'll see it's real easy to do. But anyways, just make sure you take your giblets out of the. First one I ever did, I left the giblets inside the turkey.
in that wax paper bag.
Yeah, I'm like, what the heck is this? Whenever I pulled it out, and then I'm not gonna. I shouldn't even say this on because it's embarrassing. But I shouldn't say this because there might be hunters in there. The first time I ever killed a wild turkey and I ate it, I forgot to take the claw out of it, like in the neck.
Uh-huh.
And whenever I was done, there was like a million bugs all over top of the turkey whenever I took it out of the oven. You know what a craw is? It's like right in their chest in the top. They're not even swallowing yet. It's a great big bag there.
Oh, okay.
Full of worms and bugs and insects. And listen, it looked like a nightmare thing for Halloween that happened to it. There was bugs all over the top of it were cooked. It was crazy.
And what did you do then?
Oh, I threw it away.
Yeah.
I threw it away, yeah. I didn't have a dog, so I just threw it away. Last thing I'm going to say about...
And it was off to Eaton Park then for your turkey dinner.
I don't know what we had. No, this was way before turkey season. I shot it in the spring or whatever.
Okay.
But anyways, I have smoked quite a few turkeys in my smoker, and I take applewood and I put them in there. And whenever you do that, the skin takes real crisp, and it's the goldenest turkey you've ever seen. Whenever you put them in the oven, a lot of times, if you don't take the lid off, they're not real crispy. You know, the skin's a little rubbery stuff. So I'm debating. I think I'm going to do a spatchcock one this time, and I have that. What did I say? You put the butter inside or inject it.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought one of those a couple years ago, and I just haven't done one for a couple years. So I'm going to melt the butter. I'm going to put in garlic powder, some salt, and maybe a couple of herbs, and I'm going to inject it and then do the spatchcock thing and then inject it, and I'm going to do it. So I'll let you know how that went. You remind me.
Please do.
Yeah, but butter, and no matter whether you're doing it in the oven or spatchcock or smoking, butter injected all through the breast, and that is the best way. Whenever it comes out, it'll be so tasty.
All right.
They can Google it if they want to.
Will do. All right, Skipper.
All right. God bless, man. Thanks.
You
bye.
too. Have a great Thanksgiving. Bye-bye. Hey, got to take a quick little break at this point in time. When we come back, both lines are open. The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593.
Attention Medicare-eligible recipients. The Medicare open enrollment period for 2026 runs from October 15th until December 7th. This is the time to call local agent Brenda Myers at 724-437-7255 and let her show you the various Medicare Advantage plans and Part D prescription drug plans and see which best fits your current healthcare needs and your budget. Brenda will also update you on the changes for 2026 and how they will affect you. With many years' experience, Brenda Myers can help you decide which plan will work best for you. Brenda Myers has been helping Medicare beneficiaries with their health care insurance for many years and represents a variety of companies to offer you more choices. This open enrollment period is your opportunity to make changes to your health care plan and save money. Call Brenda Myers today at 724-437-7255. That's 724-437-7255 for Brenda Myers.
Black and gold up on their feet, terrible towels swirling.
When you listen here, you get all the excitement of Steelers football.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Rob King brings you the play-by-play along with Max Starks and Missy Matthews.
Where would you rather be?
The only place to be on game day is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
The 6-5 Steelers host the 7-3 Buffalo Bills Sunday at 4:25 on your Steelers station 590 and 101.1 WMPS.
Hello, I'm attorney Jeremy Davis from the law firm of Davis & Davis. We have been helping the great people of Fayette County for over 45 years with personal injury claims. If you are hurt or injured, call our law firm for your free consultation. The insurance companies are not on your side. Call us today at 724-437-2799. Either myself or an attorney from our office will personally come out and meet with you. If you're in an accident or hurt, call us at Davis & Davis, 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. Let us fight for you.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President's Award-winning Ford of Uniontown. Dom, I have exciting news to share. Santa showed up early with a heap of holiday savings. Black Friday sale all month long.
Check out this offer. How about 2025 F-150 XL and XLT models? Save up to $7,000 off and you get these great rates as well. How about 2.9 for 60 months, 3.9 for 72, and only 4.9 for 84? Or get this, you can take advantage of 0% financing for 5 years.
Dang, Dom. Any other holiday cheer you want to throw around?
Well, John, old St. Nick said, let's move some Explorers as well. Save up to $3,000 off 2025 Explorer, and these rates will make the Tom the Turkey blush. 2.9 for 60 months, 3.9 for 72, and that's right, 4.9 for 84 months.
Dom, pre-owned? We got them. Over 70 online, and most are certified with factory warranty. Your sleigh knows, shouldn't you? That's 40 Uniontown on the hill across from Applebee's or 40uniontown.com. Offer includes all factory incentives, must finance a 4-letter credit, not all buyers will qualify.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. We've got open conversation going, so give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. It is, it's 53 degrees, but, that's negated by the rain. It just, I know, the temperature says it's 53. I think this rain takes 20 degrees off, and it feels like 33. I hate a cold rain. I can't get warm. I can't get warm on things like that. So I hope you're warm, though, and you're able to stay dry and warm. So, and if you have to go outside, cover up, have your umbrella, a hat anyway, to hopefully keep you dry. All right, so we've got, as I mentioned, about almost 82 million travelers this holiday Thanksgiving season. That's the estimate by AAA. Most of that by car. And, I brought up this question, and Skipper and I chatted about it a little bit. how far do you have to travel by car to fall into that 73 million traveler category? Is it just going across town? I personally, I don't think that counts. I think you do have to travel a little bit. I'm thinking 20 miles anyway, maybe more, maybe enough where, it's an overnight stay. 100 miles, by the time you get done eating your turkey and everything and watching football, maybe 100 miles, you just don't want to do the return trip. So maybe 100 is it. You know what? For that matter, 50 miles. You're still talking roughly an hour before you're home. So maybe it's 50 miles constitutes traveling for the holidays. What do you think on? Maybe that's just it. If you're able to return to your own bed at the end of the day, that doesn't count. But if you are spending the night elsewhere, maybe that's what they're referring to. So 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Russ, this is Cole, Galvin Avenue Stimson.
Hey, Cole, how are you doing?
Hey, I just started my wood burning a little bit ago. I'm in the living room with my wood burning. Can you hear it?
No, can't say that I can.
Oh, okay. I got the phone right next to it. The flames are flaming up with the cardboard and the wood.
Okay. Well, be careful with that cardboard. Cardboard is a little tricky when it comes to fireplaces. It burns hotter than you think, and I've heard of more than one chimney fire because of cardboard being burned.
Yes. Oh, yeah, we have fires before, but we just leave it burn.
Okay.
I go up there and check and make sure how thick it is and stuff on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And I tear that's but like 6 inches down. I tear that stuff out and throw it in the yard.
Okay.
But I already checked the chimney. And the chimney is great. That's the only thing great about this house is the chimney. It's well fixed. There's no cracks in it.
Insulated and stuff. Okay, good. All righty. So what else you call about today, Cole?
You were talking about being cold. I was hoping you'd hear the wood burning. That's all.
Oh, no, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll leave you go then.
All righty, Cole. Thanks. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. All right. So trying to help warm me up there. That's much appreciated. So, okay. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the my first talking point, and this is about Hawaii and their new law limiting concealed carry. I guess I'm not surprised that government is still trying, some governments, is still trying to limit the ability of you and I to arm ourselves, that are trying to limit the Second Amendment. Trying to come up with ways to nullify the Second Amendment. And I'm thankful that courts uphold the Second Amendment. When our founding fathers, when they wrote our Constitution and then added the Bill of Rights, they didn't make it a two-tiered system. They didn't say, these rights you can't touch. These amendments, you got to leave them alone. You can't touch them at all. These ones, okay, you can mess with. They did not make a two-tiered system. And if you do want to mess with them, well, there's a proper procedure for doing so. It's a proper procedure for doing so. 2/3 of the Senate, 2/3 of the House have to approve the new wording or a new amendment. And then it goes to the individual states, and 3/4 of the states have to approve. So these little individual laws, and I'll go back, Washington, D.C. had a law that really, with its strict interpretation, made it darn near impossible for anybody to get a gun permit. I don't think you necessarily should have to get a permit. I can understand maybe having a background check, if there are certain reasons for not issuing a permit. But all these little laws that cities and towns and states come up with to try and limit your access to self-defense is just a way of trying to say, well, we don't like the Second Amendment and we need to change it. If you want to change it, change it. But there's a way. So, your thoughts on this latest attempt by Hawaii? Again, you can have a carry permit and you're allowed to conceal carry, except at a gas station or a restaurant or a grocery store. 2 of the 3, I'm guessing, people go to at least once a week. Maybe more. The 3rd one, going out to eat, there's a number that I'm sure are out there every day, stopping for lunch or whatever. And the only way you could carry is if you have, written consent to do so, or there is signage on the building that says you're permitted to. You know what? If I was a business owner, I'd have a sign out there. Hey, concealed carry patrons are welcome. One, that's me. That's my belief. 2, it tells the bad guy that might want to rob me that he might be challenged and to have second thoughts about that. Even if I didn't believe in it myself, I still might put that sign out there just to protect my business. So, what are your thoughts? Is it just, is this just kind of business as usual? Is this, we need to expect these constant battles for the Second Amendment? Is there any other amendment that we hear this much opposition to? Freedom of speech we hear a lot about too. But I don't think it's nearly what the Second Amendment gets. Not nearly. Freedom of speech, it might be gaining though. It might be gaining just because of the way politics is today. Oh, you're not allowed to say this, you're not allowed to say that. We have countries across the globe, England one of them, that has censorship laws you're not allowed to say things about a certain class of humans, specifically the LGBTQ trans community. And if you do say something or you print something by way of social media, you are liable for arrest and most likely will be arrested and fined somehow. Believe me, there are people in this country that want to mimic that. They want to copy that, what England is doing. So other than the second, and now we're going to add the first to that, are there any other amendments that come under such attack and opposition as those two? I really don't think so. You might hear it a little bit here and there, a couple of them, but no, nothing of this scope. 724-438-4593. Both lines are open. We're going to take a little break, and when we come back, you and I together will close out hour one of What's on Your Mind after this.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Ready to score big on your next home? Well, great news. Huge savings are waiting for you at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. From open floor plans perfect for game day parties to energy-efficient homes that will help you save money all season long, these homes are built to deliver. Don't wait on the sidelines. Make the winning play today and find the home that fits your family and lifestyle. Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon at 4500 Route 51. Hi, I'm Matt Sapienza. Join me for Christmas in the Square in the city of Uniontown, Friday, November 28th from 5 to 8 p.m. Bring the whole family to enjoy delicious treats from food vendors, take in great holiday music all evening long, and of course, visit with Santa. And do not miss the holiday parade starting at 6. We'll also have a live broadcast here on WMBS from 5 to 7 o'clock and parade commentary on our WMBS Facebook page. Our broadcast is proudly sponsored by Mayor Bill Gerke and Magisterial District Judge Jason Cox, with support from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, Chisler Plumbing, K2 Engineering, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, Bright Stripe, AOP Visuals, Carney Auto Repair Services, PA Professional Health, All Around Fence Company, Equipment Share, CF Advisors Group, Landsea Academy of Dance, and United Dairy. Christmas in the Square, Friday, November 28th from 5 to 8 p.m. Don't miss it.
It's a day that ends in Y, so it's a day that you might decide you don't want to cook. That means it's the perfect day to order Fat Angelo's. Offering delicious pizzas, salads, hoagies, strombolis and calzones, wings, and more. And with 12 locations across the area ready to serve you, today is the day to visit FatAngelosPizza.com, where you can quickly and conveniently find your local shop and place your order online. Or get the local phone number and give them a call. Order up!
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
If you're in the market for a power lift recliner for a person with special needs, or just a power recliner, Chesler's Fine Furniture is your headquarters with the biggest stock and biggest selection, and all for immediate delivery. Select from Lazy Boy, Catnapper, and Mega Motion in a variety of sizes, styles, and features. Some have heat and massage and power headrests, or select a total lay flat model with feet elevated. Chesler's has fabrics and a variety of textures and colors. There is surely one to fit your needs. And remember, Chesler's services all recliners that are purchased there. Power lift recliners start at $7.99. and regular power recliners start at $659. Credit terms, layaway, and delivery are available. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, where customers send their friends.
WNBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. Open conversation. The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. We've got a little less than 4 minutes here. Plenty of time for you to give me a buzz and have a chat. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Staying in? Are you doing the cooking? And what are you cooking? And is turkey the meal of the main course of the day? Or is there something, I don't know, goose? I know goose sometimes for Christmas. Is that also a Thanksgiving thing? And ham. Is ham a Thanksgiving thing? Are there others? Maybe a nice roast beef. Of course, with the price of beef these days, you might have to take out a home mortgage, home equity loan. I realize that. But is turkey your thing? I enjoy a turkey very, very much, especially when somebody else does, well, not so much the cooking, but the cleanup, because I hate having to deal with the leftovers, carving the rest of the turkey. And to me, it's just, I hate that part. I'm not very good at it, or I tell myself I'm not very good at it anyway, in the hopes that somebody will take over for me. But yeah, when I travel, I don't have to worry about that. So yeah, turkey is that the meal. So, football, I think, begins at noon on Thursday. There's 3 NFL games on Turkey Day. So 12:30, 1 o'clock is when it starts, 4:30, and then almost 8:30 is when the third game takes off. So a lot of football, not necessarily sun up to sun down, but you get the idea. So maybe we'll see some good football since we don't have to worry. We can enjoy it more since we don't have to watch the Steelers on Thursday. I like that idea. Just sit back and enjoy and not have to worry about how well or badly the Steelers are playing. It's somebody else that I don't care about. So there's that. So, all righty. What else here's going on? Not a whole heck of a lot. Again, it's crap. Well, am I allowed to say crappy? It's bad weather. It's not nice. It's rainy. It is at 53. It's not necessarily cold, but yet in the rain, and it's not nice out there. And it's also a little on the dark side. So bundle up if you have to go out, and if not, you can be like Cole and get a fire going when you get home, and just bundle up next to that fireplace. So that's I kind of like that idea myself. So all righty. We also have high school basketball that is starting up here soon. You'll be able to hear that on WNBS, a lot of games this upcoming season. So we also have Penguin hockey tomorrow night. So a lot of sports in the near future. Also in the near future is the CBS News. They're going to bring you news from around the world, around the country. And then TJ TJ will be coming in here, and he'll bring you the local news, sports, and weather. When that's all said and done, I'll be back in this chair for hour 2 of What's on Your Mind. We'll continue with the open conversation. During the break, I'll see if we can find some more topics to possibly talk about. In the meantime, this is WMBS Uniontown at the Tone. It's going to be 2 o'clock.
On the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. The White House is expressing optimism about a deal to end the war in Ukraine despite some remaining issues. CBS's Weijia Jiang reports talks are continuing in Abu Dhabi with the Russians after the original plan was modified in some manner to bring the Ukrainians on board.
The critical piece of this is how the Russians will respond and whether they will be amenable, because when it comes to the substance of this peace plan, we don't know how it has evolved, how it has changed, what has been taken out. And an administration official stresses that, it's still ongoing. So all of that is fluid. All that to say that at this point, it seems like they are close to a done deal.
Michael O'Hanlon at the Brookings Institution on some of the finer points.
This current 19-point plan, the results of U.S.-Ukrainian negotiations, does look much better. For example, it doesn't seem to place restrictions on Ukraine's military. Under the Russian plan, or the 28-point plan, there would have been restrictions on Ukraine, but not on Russia, which is an absurd way to build a stable peace.
Israel says it's received human remains that Hamas handed over to the Red Cross. It's not immediately clear if they are one of the 3 hostages remaining in Gaza. Millions of Americans are in the midst of a holiday getaway. Reporter Trevor Sohaki in Dallas.
Today and tomorrow are expected to be some of the busiest days on the roads during this entire travel period, and really during the entire year. And Sunday is expected to be a busy return day as well.
President Trump has officially pardoned 2 Thanksgiving turkeys.
Gobble, I just want to tell you this, very important. You are hereby unconditionally pardoned.
Gobble's buddy Waddle missed the ceremony. Concern is growing over contaminated infant formula, as Peter King reports.
The manufacturers of ByHeart infant formula say tests show that the company's products may have been contaminated, leading to a botulism outbreak that has sickened at least 31 infants in 15 states since August. Health officials say there have been related illnesses going back to last November. The FDA says parents and caregivers should stop feeding ByHeart to babies and watch for possible symptoms of the illness, which can take up to 30 days to appear.
U.S. consumers were much less confident in the economy this month in the aftermath of the government shutdown, and with inflation still stubborn, consumer confidence dropped to its 2nd lowest reading since April. On Wall Street today, stocks are surging ahead of the holiday. The Nasdaq is up 96, the Dow higher by 546. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
If you are looking for a trusted local law firm with a strong commitment to their clients, look no further than Zebley Law Offices. Attorney Zebley has been practicing law in Fayette County for more than 4 decades. Although specializing in bankruptcy, Zebley also handles real estate matters, civil suits, collections, wills, powers of attorney, and more. If you need legal help, go with a name you recognize and trust. Call Zebley Law Offices today at 724-439-9200.
It's a new day at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, and we're bringing a new level of quality healthcare to our community. From primary care to specialty services, our team has always put patients first. And now, thanks to our merger with WVU Medicine, our commitment to patient-centered care has grown even stronger. With new resources, a growing staff, and advanced technology, our team is here to provide you with top-quality care when it matters most. Discover the new Uniontown Hospital and see how we've grown.
The Consumer Product Safety Commission is warning customers to stop using certain e-bike batteries. Michael Wallace has details.
The agency has received 31 reports of the lithium-ion batteries made by Seattle-based Rad Power Bikes igniting or exploding and causing fires.
Each Rad Runner comes with a suite of new superpowers.
Some of the fires started when the batteries were not being charged or used. The warning says customers should remove the batteries from their bikes and dispose of them. Rad Power Bikes insists its batteries are safe. It's refusing to agree to a recall. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
Massive international funding cuts have thrown the global HIV response into turmoil, according to the UN, which is warning new infections could surge. The U.S. and others abruptly slashed funding this year to the UN AIDS agency. Clinics closed without warning around the world, and the agency's director says treatments and prevention services stopped. I'm Cammie McCormick, CBS News.
Now the local, district, and statewide news. Being brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant Dieter. Keeping you warm and cozy in winter and cool and comfortable in summer with a quality Bryant gas furnace or air conditioning system. And now the news.
Good afternoon. It's 2:05. We have rain and 53 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios, Fayette County's personal injury attorneys since 1976. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano. We'll have sports and weather in just a bit. A Brownsville area school bus carrying 18 students crashed this morning in Redstone Township, although the district reported all of the children were safe. The crash happened shortly before 7 a.m. on Rose Run Road, with the bus ending up in a ditch along the side of the road. All the students were evaluated at the scene, and 2 people were taken by ambulance to WVU Uniontown Hospital for treatment. It was not immediately known what caused the crash or if any other vehicles were involved. Brownsville Area Superintendent Kristen Fry Martin said in a written statement to parents posted on the district's Facebook page that administrative officials and the school nurse went to the scene to support students following the crash. State police at Bell Vernon are investigating. The Pennsylvania Turnpike is preparing for an estimated 3.4 million travelers around the Thanksgiving holiday. The projection of travel between today and Sunday marks a slight increase from the same period in 2024. The number of people on the roadways is expected to peak on Wednesday at 705,000. The Turnpike suspended all construction and routine maintenance work until 11 p.m. on Sunday. This aims to keep as many travel lanes open as possible during the busy holiday period. Governor Josh Shapiro today signed the Crown Act into law at a hair salon in Philadelphia. The law, which stands for Creating a Respectful and Open World for Natural Hair, prohibits discrimination based on a person's hairstyle, type, or texture. Pennsylvania is the 28th state to pass a version of the Crown Act. Lottery players will have one more shot at a massive Powerball jackpot before the Thanksgiving holiday. Here's Mark Mayfield with the story.
There was no grand prize winner on Monday night, so the jackpot jumps to $681 million with the next drawing on Wednesday. The cash option on that works out to over $315 million, with the odds of winning it all roughly 1 in 292 million. I'm Mark Mayfield.
WMBS time is now 2:08. We'll check sports and weather after this.
439-2323. For 24-hour emergency service, call us when you need. We're Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
Be prepared for bone-chilling winter weather. Have Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning install a Bryant high-efficiency furnace in your home to replace that old worn-out system you now have. Choose Bryant's Plus 90 gas furnace or other quality heating system to keep yourself and your family warm and toasty this winter. Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning will also keep your present furnace running at peak efficiency with their 15-point safety check and cleaning. Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning today for your appointment. 724-439-2323. That's Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323.
And in sports, Steelers coach Mike Tomlin met with the media today as the team prepares to take on the Buffalo Bills Sunday afternoon at Acrisure Stadium. On the injury front, Broderick Jones with a neck and Derek Harmon with a knee are both out this week. Aaron Rodgers will be limited to start the week, but Tomlin expects participation to increase as the week goes on. Other injuries that could impact practice this week: Joey Porter Jr. hip, DK Metcalf ankle, and Ben Skoranek with a shoulder. Steelers host the Bills Sunday afternoon, kickoff at 4:25, and we'll have the game on WMBS. Also today, the Pro Football Hall of Fame Selection Committee announced the list of 26 semifinalists for the modern era players, and it includes former Steeler Hines Ward and former Pitt star Larry Fitzgerald. Ward has been named a semifinalist 10 times now, and this is Fitzgerald's first year of eligibility. The selection committee will vote again to cut the list to 15 finalists later this year.
The local, district, and statewide news has been brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant Dieter. Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall. Phone 439-2323.
This Weather Watch is brought to you by Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. Is it time to find a home that fits your lifestyle? Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. You'll find special savings along with beautiful, energy-efficient homes packed with features you've been dreaming about at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon, 4500 PA 51.
And the rain will continue for the rest of the afternoon. The high will be 56. We'll have some showers some showers tonight with a low of 55. Excuse me. We'll have morning rain tomorrow. Then we'll see partly cloudy skies. Our high will be 57 early, but then the temperatures will be falling into the 40s as the day goes on. Right now we have rain in 53 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios at 2:11 on this Tuesday afternoon. I'm TJ DeStefano. On the way, we have hour 2 of What's on Your Mind with Russ Rhodes on WMBS.
This Weather Watch was brought to you by Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. Is it time to find a home that fits your lifestyle? Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. You'll find special savings along with beautiful, energy-efficient homes packed with features you've been dreaming about at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon, 4500 PA 51.
Pizza Kings in Connellsville is your go-to lunch and dinner spot with a full menu of mouth-watering pizzas and so much more. Using a deck oven helps our pizzas stay extra crisp. So if you haven't tried a slice lately, what are you waiting for? From our 50-slice King Carnivore to veggie pizzas and even pickle pizzas, Pizza King has the pie to match your taste. Pizza Kings, 1046 Morrell Avenue in Connellsville. Call 724-626-8343 or visit pizzakingswithaz.com.
Watch The Catholic Accent this Sunday morning at 11:30 on WPXI. As we begin the season of Advent and prepare our hearts for the light of the world, learn why we celebrate this season as we move toward Christmas, and how your family can participate in this season of hope. Discover what we know about Mary, the Mother of Christ, her role in the Nativity, her travels across the diocese, and how she continues to care for those in need during this season of hope. Tune into The Catholic Accent this Sunday morning at 11:30 on WPXI.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility combined with our personalized approach is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the better business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Zen's Antiques and Home Decor, part of the Cinder Shack family of vendors where you can find both antique and new furniture, collectibles, housewares, gift items including jewelry and candles, and so much more. Follow Zen's Antiques and Home Decor on Facebook for new items and information on upcoming events. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor in Building 2 at 3391 National Pike in Farmington. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor.
Hello, Uniontown and Fayette County. This is attorney Erica Dowd of Quattrini Law Group. Are you a veteran suffering from a service-related disability or disease? Not all injuries are obvious or happen quickly. We've helped hundreds of veterans with conditions like PTSD, neuropathy, heart conditions, and cancers get the benefits they deserve, even when their conditions didn't start until many years after service. VA benefits can be paid for any condition that could have been caused or worsened by your service, from Agent Orange exposure, Camp Lejeune water exposure, burn pits, or physical injuries in the service. If you were disabled from your military service, we can help you. The consultation is free and no obligation. Call us today at 1-888-534-6016 or Google Quattrini Law Group. Again, this is attorney Erica Dowd from Quattrini Law Group, reaching out to veterans like you.
Your local station, WMVS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Welcome back to Hour 2 of What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation. 724-438-4593. That is the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line. Give me a buzz. Want to chat with you. Here we are, also a month away from Christmas. It's November 25th. So it's starting. It's creeping up. It's getting there. Are you ready? We'll find out, won't we? Hey, What's on Your Mind brought to you by Bright Stripes, Silk Coating and Line Striping, Gary's Auto Sales, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Hicks and Boss Drugstore, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, K2 Engineering, and Tireman's Auto Garage. Okay, just to kind of go back over the things on my list from the first hour, and I've got something new to add on to this as well. Hawaii has a new law to limit where concealed carry permit owners are being limited as to where they're allowed to carry their concealed weapon unless they have unambiguous written or verbal authorization, or the building or business has a clear and conspicuous signage that grants permission. You're not allowed to carry your concealed weapon to a gas station, into a restaurant, or into a grocery store. So there's something else heading for the Supreme Court. Proponents of the Second Amendment and therefore opponents of this law say that this is in direct violation of the 2022 New York State Rifle and Pistol Association v. Bruin case, where the Supreme Court ruled that, the state of New York couldn't put limits on how to carry. So looks like Supreme Court will look on this again. Ukraine has agreed to a peace deal that's being brokered by the Trump administration. Russia still needs to sign off on it. They we'll wait to see, but who knows? We might have a peace deal at hand. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy he's excuse me. He's asking that
plane travelers show a little decorum and stop wearing pajamas on airplanes. I can't say as I blame him. I mean, he can't force that on anybody. He knows that. He's just asking, be a little considerate of others out there. Meanwhile, there are 52,000 scheduled flights today, as the TSA estimates that between now and Thursday, they're going to go through security scanning of 18 million air traffic travelers. And AAA says 73 million of us will be hitting the roads this Thanksgiving season. And also on Thanksgiving, President Trump pardoned 2 turkeys today. Waddle and Gobble have been pardoned from the butcher's block. At the same time, he said the pardon of last year's turkeys, Peach and Blossom, were null and void because then President Biden used the auto pen. So President Trump then went ahead and did a formal pardoning of Peach and Blossom. And then kind of new here. So you probably know that the White House is getting a new addition. A new ballroom is being built. The old East Wing has been torn down, and a new ballroom is going up in its place. It's going to have larger capacity to host state dinners and other large functions. It is being funded by donations. It's an estimated cost of $300 million. So it's not going to cost the taxpayers anything. It's all being funded by donations. Well, Senator Elizabeth Warren she thinks this is bribery out in the open. And because some of the donors, like Google, have cases before the Justice Department concerning antitrust cases. And so, Elizabeth Warren, Senator Warren says, well, this is companies, they're bribing the U.S. government to go easy on their cases. So she's introduced legislation to make those donors more transparent and a limit to their donations. So what do you think about that? Google apparently has is one of the large donors. There's others here as well. Apple and Meta Platforms, which is Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft, Lockheed Martin are some of the huge donors to this project. So your thoughts on that? Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, Russ.
Yes, sir, Mark.
Yeah, I thought I'd call up and fill up the air a little bit, I guess.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I was listening to the news here, the national news.
Yeah.
They said something about AIDS might increase worldwide because we cut funding, I believe it said. Why is it always the United States cutting funding? I guess nobody else pays the bills.
I guess not.
What it's that's what kind of perturbed me. It's always the United States at fault. We cut the money.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to smile a little bit locally on the local news.
Okay.
We had an accident of a bus here in Redstone Township.
That's what I just heard that.
Yeah. Okay, I have a map of Redstone Township here. I thought he said Rose Run. Now, I don't see a Rose, but we have a Rouse Run. Rouse Run, Pennsylvania. Everybody knows what Rouse Run is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I make mistakes too, but it was just kind of funny. I just a little bit.
Well,
maybe just laugh a little bit.
Yeah. It's not always. I don't think I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Folks that have lived here all their lives, they know they know the areas, so all of a sudden now, Mark, you go to California.
and
Yeah.
you look at a name and you have no clue how to pronounce it, and
Mhm. Yeah.
So yeah. So
let's see what else. Hey, I think Russ, I think it's 50 miles or more.
Is it 50
I
miles?
thought I heard that.
Okay.
I think I heard. I might be wrong, but I thought it was 50 miles or more.
Okay, and that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
You know, and so do you think though 50 miles is, obviously 50 miles you can do up and back in a day, right? But with Thanksgiving, do you really want to travel 50 miles back home after a day of eating turkey and watching football?
Yeah. Well, your relatives might put you up for a night.
They might. They might tolerate you for that one night, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. And about the pajamas. Okay.
Yes.
That goes for going to the Morning Post office too with those little bunny slippers, And,
hey, I would. I myself. I would. I'll do a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'll wear some weird combinations every now and then. And it's not that I do it every day, but for special occasions or whatever. I draw the line at wearing my pajamas out in public. I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really do, and I don't understand it at all.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Russ, I have to admit, one of my favorite things to do is after I take a shower in the summertime is go sit in a tree in my bathrobe and drink a glass of wine, like my big shot.
You have a preferred branch that you sit on and lean against the trunk of the tree, right?
Well, how can I say it? I got a little 12 by 12 patio out there. I got my chair, my table, and sip on a great glass of wine in a white shower robe.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not if I'm walking around the neighborhood or something.
True. Yeah, and then, I think that's different as well. I don't have a problem, in your own backyard, going out in your pajamas, and, having a cup of coffee on a beautiful, Saturday morning or something like that.
Oh, that's right. I go, in the morning porch. Hey, cup of coffee, the bathrobe, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, it's not private, but it's semi-private anyway. It's different than going out to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's like a class indicator. You people all go to work. I'm sitting here having a morning cup of coffee.
There you go.
Okay, that's all I got for today, Russ.
All right, Mark. Well, you have a great evening, and if we don't chat tomorrow, you have a great Thanksgiving as well.
Right.
All right.
You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye. All right, both lines are open, 724-438-4593. Give me a call. Want to hear from you on this not so perfect day. It's still a nice day, depending on your perspective. I still remember, Charlie Brown, his 2 rules in life was to have a convertible and a pool or pond. And the reason being is you'd always have something on the bright side to look at depending on the day. If it's a bright sunny day out there, he says, I can go out and drive my convertible with the top down. And if it rains, well, then all it's doing is filling up my pond or pool. So, it's how you look at things, right? All right. Hey, I'm going to take a break. When we come back, again, both lines are open, 724-438-4593.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or
hi, come on in. How are you?
For personal, professional health care you can trust, see Dr. Paul Hardley and nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckhart, and Stacy Morris, proudly serving our community for over 30 years. Need care today? Walk-ins are always welcome. For your primary care, call Dr. Paul Hartley at 724-437-1109 or visit ppcp.org. Or
Serving number 3,944.
cooler temperatures may be on the way, but you could still enjoy your deck or patio with retractable or fixed awnings from Lifetime Awnings. Made in the USA with manufacturers and customer guarantees, Lifetime Awnings products last. Lifetime Awnings is veteran-owned and operated with a 10% discount to all military veterans and their families. Call Lifetime Awnings 724-554-6067 for a no-cost or obligation home consultation. Or email John, the owner, at lifetimeawningsusa@gmail.com.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all
Hi,
states.
I'm Matt Sapienza. Join me for Christmas in the Square in the city of Uniontown, Friday, November 28th from 5 to 8 p.m. Bring the whole family to enjoy delicious treats from food vendors, take in great holiday music all evening long, and of course, visit with Santa. And do not miss the holiday parade starting at 6. We'll also have a live broadcast here on WMBS from 5 to 7 o'clock and parade commentary on our WMBS Facebook page. Our live broadcast is sponsored by Mayor Bill Gerke and Magisterial District Judge Jason Cox, with support from Neubauer's Flowers and Market House, the Nemacolin Resort, the Herald Standard, Faith Assembly of God, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, A1 Porta Johns, Board of Uniontown, Higginbotham Law Offices, Tax, DeMarco, The Polished Place, Landsea Academy of Dance, and Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network. Christmas in the Square, Friday, November 28th from 5 to 8 p.m. Don't miss it.
Hi everyone, this is Kelly Clark with Autoland Hyundai in downtown Uniontown. SUV season is here, and you can get that new, certified, or select pre-owned all-wheel drive that you've been looking for. It's just a test drive away. Let me show you how simple you can buy or lease your next vehicle. The season is changing, so fall into your best deal with me, Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai, 724-208-5281. 724-208-5281. Great selections, super pricing, and deals on your next wheels. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai, 724-208-5281. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai, 724-208-5281. I'll make you a good deal.
Having Hickson Boss Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller gladly answer healthcare questions and take care of your prescription needs. This is flu season. Call Hickson Boss at 724-437-2828 and ask about flu shot availability and other vaccines. Free prescription delivery, mail-out service, and dependable courteous service are Hickson Boss' way of doing business. Hickson Boss Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm your host, Russ Rhodes. The number to dial in for the open conversation, 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hi, Russ. Tony.
Hey, Tony.
I called to, first of all, wish you and your family a very happy Thanksgiving.
Well, thank you very much, and likewise
didn't want to forget
to you.
that.
And likewise
Get involved
to you.
in all this other stuff. But anyways, you know, I don't know what to think of the Democratic Party anymore. I don't know, other than protesting and singing and all the things that they're doing, tracking ICE now. What has happened to the Democrats? And it's not all of them. But these people that are in now, they don't even work. They've not proposed, I'll bet you, any kind of legislation other than to fight Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, you know, Trump may not be the perfect man, but that man has done more if people would just realize he's ending wars.
Yeah.
He's doing things, He eventually will get around to the economy. How long have we been living with this? Since Joe Biden went into office, that's when everything went downhill. He had no problem spending money like a drunken sailor. Now they're complaining about the ballroom.
Right.
Well, they need something nice. It's being done for all of them. They should have something nice. However, did they remember how much it cost the taxpayers to put a fence around Joe Biden's house?
True. Yeah, out in Delaware.
You know, everybody, that's what happened. People forget that. And they blame Trump for everything.
Well,
everything.
yeah, it truly is Trump derangement syndrome. And as you said, it's not everybody. But
no, I would never blame them all.
No, but certainly, Elizabeth Warren is one of them, and Adam Schiff, and there's others, and now they're fighting among themselves about who we need new leadership, and they can't decide who that's going to be.
Well, I see rumors of Newsom and AOC.
Oh, yeah.
But, there's just, Jasmine Crockett, she needs to be locked up and put some duct tape around her mouth. She can never stop. And all she knows is she needs more money. They all need more money. When things go bad, the first thing that people start is, they're starving the children. No, the parents are starving them. They're getting nothing, and I've told you this a million times before. Pepsi and potato chips. What kind of dinner is that for kids?
Right. And so let's go back to the administration here. And one of the things Secretary Kennedy is doing is he's cutting down the list, if that's the term you want to use, of acceptable foods that can be bought with SNAP payment, and potato chips and pop is one of them. He says there is an obesity problem in this country, and he's right. I heard something the other day. Over 50% of the children in this country have an obesity problem by time they reach, I think it was like age 12. And with all the health problems that come along with it, pre-diabetes and other things, compared to Japan, where only 2% of the children have. So, you can, I think, draw that straight down to, Pepsi, cola products and potato chips.
Yep.
Processed
it's amazing.
foods. Yeah.
I don't know. Why is it we can see the problem and other people don't want to see the problem? The Democrats are more upset about, USAID? We're starving their children.
Yeah.
Well, what about the rest of the world? Why don't they try pitching in? If they do, fine. But it's not up to us to feed the world. We have our own people in this country that need help, truly need help. And they get nothing because they're not an immigrant, they're not illegal, so why bother? And until we get some different, really good people in the Democratic Party, I don't see it ever getting any better.
Yeah, but I don't want to, blame it entirely on the Democrat Party as well. There's some Republicans that are on the that are little out there.
Sure.
So I think we're better off, Tony. Excuse me. If we just say we need better people. Period.
Right.
Running for office.
You got that right.
People that really, want to put America first on this, and put aside your different. You're always gonna have differences. Heck, I'm sure you have differences with your husband. I know I have differences with my wife. Right? You're always gonna have differences with somebody else. Sure. And for the majority of those cases, we learn how to work around those differences.
Right.
And get things accomplished. You know, I'd like to think that after 40 years of marriage, my wife and I have a pretty good marriage. And we've learned to, you know, work together and for a common goal. And that's to raise a great family, which I think, you know, without patting myself on the back,
sure.
you know, we succeeded in that. And you know, why our politicians can't do the same thing, I don't know, Tony. I really don't.
Well, we just need to give them some rocks they can throw them at each other. Well, listen.
Maybe with a
thank
slingshot, kind of like David, huh?
What's that?
Maybe with a little slingshot like David.
Yeah. Listen, again, have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family.
Thank you.
And I will talk to you next week.
Okay. Are you staying in or traveling?
Pardon?
Are you staying in or traveling for Thanksgiving?
Let's see. How far is my front porch?
I don't think that counts as traveling then.
No.
Okay, so what's on the menu?
Pardon?
What's on the menu?
Actually, Bob Evans.
Ah, okay.
We're going to have it delivered because of my sister and her brother, my brother-in-law. They can't get out, so we're going to have them delivered.
Okay. All righty.
And they don't have to travel far either. Anyways, Russ, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
You have a great Thanksgiving as well. Thanks for your call.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, 724-438-4593. Both lines are open. Give me a buzz. So, I on one hand, I do understand Elizabeth Warren. I think the transparency is there. We know who has donated. Maybe we don't know the amounts that are donated. So you know, I guess it's kind of like, you know, campaign finance. You have to report all of that. So maybe in this situation, that same type of thing. So I think this is just a way, though, you know, they're crying about the demolition that took place on the East Wing. Kind of has fallen on deaf ears for most of America. I think most of America realizes that, you know, this new ballroom is something that's needed, especially when word got out that presidents past have lamented the fact that they would like to have bigger space. So now it's getting done. I think a lot of this, again, is Trump derangement syndrome. How can we slow down? How can we stifle what Trump is doing? What's next? And I think this falls in that category myself. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hey, Russ, it's Ben. How are you?
Okay, Ben, yourself.
Oh, I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
Okay.
You know, I wanted to call and find out if you got some inside information, or you know a lot of people that have a lot of inside information, I think, but a little bit of a shakeup down there at the courthouse, huh?
I assume you're referring to Chief Clerk Amy Liston being let go?
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I think it caught a lot of people by surprise. Caught me by surprise. I had no idea that there was. Let me ask you something. Did she just get married or something? Did she just change her last name recently?
She was Amy Revac, and yes, she did get married.
Okay.
I think it was late last year or early this year, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that.
Yeah.
I thought that was the same person and everything, but my goodness, she's been there for like 13 years or something like that, and
13 and a half. Yeah, 13. She was planning
wondering
on.
what the heck happened.
You know what? My own personal feeling is a lot of the changes that have taken place within the commissioner's office in the last year or so. It looks like it's a purge to me. Everybody that has been let go had not been hired by either Scott or Vince. Other administrations made the hires, and it seems to me that it's a purge. They're getting rid of people that are not their people. Getting rid of anybody that they feel might somehow be a threat to their authority or question their actions. With that's my own feelings.
Yeah, I would have to kind of agree with that. Not that I know that much about it. I mean, I follow stuff like that, as much as I can,
right?
Without being personally, actually involved. But well, I don't know. There could be some good to all that and some bad to all that. I hope they're not making a bunch of mistakes and stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, I do know at the commissioners' meeting this past Thursday, Ms. Liston got up in front of the commissioners at public comment, and she tore into them a bit.
Yeah.
And she brought up, reminding us of some things. The language that Commissioner Vasides used in describing one of our local female legislators to Harrisburg. And Commissioner Dunn, in some language he used when in a meeting with the former chancellor of Penn State Fayette. And in both these instances, words that, are not used in polite company.
Right. Right. And shouldn't be used by people in their position.
Exactly.
Like that.
Exactly.
Unprofessional.
Right. And
language.
And I know, Commissioner Vasides, he claims that he didn't know it was an open mic, and
well, that doesn't matter.
He blames WMBS somewhat for that taking place. And my response to that one is, if you want to learn the true character of somebody, look at what they're doing or saying when they think nobody is watching or listening.
Yeah, behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's when you find the true character of a person.
Well, just because it was an open mic, I mean, if he talked like that and he said it, he talked like that and he said it, whether it was
whether it was an open mic or not. Yeah, he just got caught.
Right.
Yes.
So, yeah. Well, I don't know. I just I was wondering about that because it hit the paper, and I guess it's been going on for a while, and nothing was being reported about it that I was aware of. I don't do a lot of social media and all that stuff. I stay away. Right. I just stay away from all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm deep into retirement age and stuff like that. I don't want no parts of all that kind of stuff because all it seems like it does is cause people trouble.
The part of me, Ben, just wants to move away completely to some place that I don't know about and just become a hermit. And not
50 acres up on top of a mountain somewhere.
So I don't, I don't want to deal with the drama and this and that anymore. And so part of me wants to do that, but the other part of me says, it happens every place, and I'll get sucked in anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to stay away from completely. That's for sure.
It is.
And I talk to some of the younger people, my nephews and nieces and younger friends and stuff, and I tell them how I feel about stuff like that, and they just look at the ceiling and roll their eyes, and it's like, You know, Uncle Benny, you can't just walk away from technology. It's a part of our lives now and stuff like that. I hear, you know, and I think to myself, I don't know.
Yeah, but you can't bury yourself in technology either.
No, no.
So
you're missing out on life if you do that. On the things that really matter. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, hey, listen, nice talking with you again. It's been a while.
It has been. You have a good one. You have a good Thanksgiving. Stay dry. And,
trying.
All righty. Okay.
All right. Thanks,
sir.
Russ.
Thanks, Ben. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All righty. Both lines are open again. 724-438-4593. We're closing in very shortly on break 2 of hour 2 of What's on Your Mind. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Meanwhile, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, both lines are open. So give me a buzz, 724-438-4593, and we'll do some more chatting on Open Conversation after this.
There's no place like home and no thing like winning. Now, till the end of November, just be the 6th caller to 724-438-4593 when you hear.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holiday.
And you'll win $30 worth of Snow Place Like Home scratch-off tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery with festive fun and 10 top prizes of $20,000. Play today and let it snow winnings. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Are you looking for personalized healthcare you can trust? At Montgomery Medical, they're accepting new patients.
Hi, I'm Dr. Betty Thomas. Having a primary care provider means better overall health, from preventative care to managing chronic conditions. We're here to support you every step of the way.
That's right. Hi, I'm Jenna Lutzka, a physician assistant. Plus, we have same-day appointments and walk-in same-day care available too. We're here for you.
Join the Montgomery Medical family today by calling 724-569-8100 to schedule your appointment. A family tradition of family medicine.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Laurel Ridge Eye Care reminds us that vision problems may develop so slowly you don't even notice until you find yourself reading less and straining to focus. If that's happening to you, call Dr. Aaron Sobel at Laurel Ridge Eye Care for a complete vision exam. If there's one thing you shouldn't overlook, it's your vision. Laurel Ridge Eye Care and board-certified ophthalmologist Dr. Aaron Sobel remind you that early detection of eye disease can help prevent blindness. Their complete vision exams can help determine if you are developing problems. Laurel Ridge Eye Care offers full-service medical, surgical, and laser eye care with cataract surgery performed at Uniontown Hospital. Don't take chances with your eyes. Schedule your appointment today by calling Laurel Ridge Eye Care at 724-437-2222. That's 724-437-2222. All insurances are accepted, as well as Visa, MasterCard, and debit card at Laurel Ridge Eye Care, 130 West Fayette Street in the former Hockey Funeral Home.
Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in.
John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President's Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Dom, I have exciting news to share. Santa showed up early with a heap of holiday savings. Black Friday sale all month long.
Check out this offer. How about 2025 F-150 XL and XLT models? Save up to $7,000 off and you get these great rates as well. How about 2.9 for 60 months, 3.9 for 72, and only 4.9 for 84? Or get this, you can take advantage of 0% financing for 5 years. years.
Dang, Dom. Any other holiday cheer you want to throw around?
Well, John, Old St. Nick said let's move some Explorers as well. Save up to $3,000 off 2025 Explorer, and these rates will make the Tom the Turkey blush. 2.9 for 60 months, 3.9 for 72, and that's right, 4.9 for 84 months.
Dom pre-owned? We got them. Over 70 online, and most are certified with factory warranty. Your sleigh knows, shouldn't you? That's 40 Uniontown on the hill across from Applebee's or 40uniontown.com. Offer includes all factory incentives, must finance a 4 letter credit, not all buyers will qualify. Deadline December
1st. Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. We've got about 5 minutes left in today's show. Plenty of time for you to give me a buzz at 724-438-4593. So give me a call. We'll chat about, well, Thanksgiving dinner that's 2 days away from now. We can chat Steeler football, transportation, the ballroom at the White House, the Ukraine peace deal. There's all kinds of things. And if there's something else that you want to talk about that I haven't mentioned, that's fine by me. Give me a call on that as well. If you want to talk about the county courthouse, that's fine by me as well. Would love to talk about any or all of those subjects with you. So, I don't know what's going on at the courthouse anymore. I really don't. Other than the fact that we need new commissioners. That's my opinion. 3 new, and nobody that's involved in politics now. How about that? Nobody that's currently in politics. Somebody new. 3 new commissioners. And you know what? Quite frankly, I don't care if it's a Republican majority or a Democrat majority in the 3 commissioner seats. I don't care. 3 new commissioners. I don't believe that they have you and I and the county at the top of their list. I think they've got their pet little projects that they're bound and determined to get through. I think they like the quote-unquote power, prestige that comes with being county commissioner, that puts them above you and me, that they can do things that other employees of the county aren't allowed to do. Yeah, I think it's time for a change in the commissioner's office. I really do. And I don't care that they held the line on taxes this year. So far, it's only the preliminary, but we don't know what the final one's going to be. It's a game that they play. You know, we had a big 25% increase last year, but they're hoping that by time election comes around in 2 more years, that we will have forgotten about that. So, well, we've got 2 years to chat about that too, don't we? Anyway, there you go. Yeah, Thanksgiving again is just around the corner, so I know I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are as well, but you know, we got to get through tomorrow still before that big day finally arrives. I'll be back here in this seat tomorrow for another 2 hours of open conversation. We also have some Penguin hockey tomorrow night, so you get to listen to Penguins. Hopefully they get back in their extended winning ways here starting tomorrow against the Buffalo Sabres at home, by the way. And then it's Turkey Day, where we get to throw away our diets and chow down and then just become useless blobs on a sofa watching football. Not really, but you know what I mean. If you do it right, you really don't want to move. And also, if you do it right, you plan it so that after the meal is over, you got time to wait until early evening when you go and have a turkey sandwich leftover. So that's how you got to plan it. Eat enough so that you feel like you can't move, but not so much that, a couple hours later, you can't fix yourself a sandwich. So that's what I'm looking forward to as well. So we are pretty much out of time of today's show. Thank you for the calls that did come in. It's always a pleasure and an honor chatting with you. CBS News is next, news from around the world, around the country, and then TJ is in here with the local news, sports, and weather. So have a great evening. Stay dry, stay warm, and we'll chat tomorrow. This is WMBS Uniontown. It's 3 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. President Trump said today we're getting close to a deal to end the war in Ukraine, and we'll find out. Ukraine has apparently signaled its support for a modified plan, as Holly Williams reports.
There's been reporting that it could remove the veto on NATO membership, that it could include security guarantees for Ukraine, and that it may not restrict the size of Ukraine's military. But we need to